You want to get your ex-boyfriend back. Well, I have good news for you. Hi, my name is Jason Collins, and I know exactly what you need to do to get your boyfriend back. Not only that, I know how you can make him more committed to your relationship than ever before. And I want to share the secrets with you today. Now, you may have seen other sites that claim to help you get your ex back, but here's the thing. Those sites are primarily focused on how to get a girlfriend back, not a boyfriend, and there is a big difference. If you use those strategies that those sites recommend, you'll be doing more harm than good. You see, what it takes to get a woman back after a breakup is a lot different than what it takes to get a man back. If you really think about it, that shouldn't be a surprise. Men are motivated differently, they communicate differently, heck, they just think differently. So, a lot of information out there about getting an ex back won't work for you because it takes a more female-driven approach in trying to get your ex-boyfriend back. This is not the approach you want to take. You want to know the psychological triggers that are specific to men, not women. These are the triggers that will make your ex-boyfriend come back to you, and let's be completely honest here, it's not just about him wanting back. You want a solid relationship. You want him to fall deeply and permanently in love with you, and you want him to come crawling back to you, begging you to take him back, not the other way around. Well, I focus on exactly what emotional hot buttons you need to push in a man to make him want to come back. And not only that, I'm going to tell you how you can make him even more in love with you than he's ever been before. You see, I've been a professional relationship coach for nearly 10 years, and I know the real secret to getting your ex-boyfriend back. It all comes down to pushing what I call men's psychological hot buttons and reversing his perception of rejection. And here's something else. It's a heck of a lot easier than you might think. With my system, you'll discover some amazing things about men that 95% of women don't know. You don't have to beg, you don't have to plead. It all comes down to male psychology. The trick is to push his emotional hot buttons, triggers that are specific only to men. Use these triggers and you will see him coming to you on his knees, pleading desperately for you to take him back. I will give you the power you need to win him by giving you the secrets that most women will never know about men. I will tell you exactly how a man's mind works, the triggers you need to pull to make him come back to you, and this is very important, how to make him want to stay. Now let's be honest. The reason you want your ex-boyfriend back so badly is because he rejected you. What if you could turn the tables on him? Well, I'm here to tell you that you can easily do that. You will have him feeling the way you are right now, and he won't be able to stand it. He will come back begging you to get back together. The solution is to completely reverse the rejection you're feeling by using a few proven tricks to pull a man's emotional triggers. I'm talking about specific things you could do and say to make him feel like he was the one being rejected. You see, men are predictable in their behavior. Trying to reason, use logic, or argue with your ex-boyfriend does not work. And for sure, telling him how much you care about him will not work. It will only creep him out and push him farther away. Men just don't respond to that kind of reasoning on a deep emotional level. Their brains are hardwired to respond very differently. But using male-specific mental hot buttons, you can gain an almost unfair advantage and make your ex-boyfriend want and desire you like never before. You see, I've conducted hundreds of hours of research, and I've worked with many women just like you. My experience has led to the creation of a proven system that is an easy-to-follow, step-by-step roadmap to get your ex-boyfriend to come crawling back to you. It tells you exactly what to do and what to say in lots of different situations to bring him back to you rather than you chasing after him. Now, at this point, I must warn you, strongly warn you, my advice and methods are very unconventional. I get relationship counselors and the like really angry because, well, they're charging $50 to $100 an hour, sometimes for months, even years, and I can whisper just one of my methods into my friend's ear, she does it, and next thing you know, she's back home lying on the couch and watching Lost with her fiancé on Thursday nights. Now, you're free to make up your mind about me. I just don't believe that any amount of sitting in a classroom can make up for a real-world experience like what I've got under my belt. I mean, what's more valuable? Listening to a lecture on libido or being there when my friend's boyfriend is chucking her skivvies and clothes out the window because he thinks she was with some tart the night before. I don't know about you, but my money is on the guy with the real world experience any day. I used to conduct private phone consultations to teach this, but there were too many limitations using the phone to teach students. I could not get the full benefit to them of these powerful tools that I really want to pass on. So instead, I decided to provide this proprietary information through a downloadable link. This way, more women could get access to all the knowledge that I have to share and benefit from what I have to offer. I spent nearly a year and a half creating and testing a solid, practical blueprint that takes all the guesswork out of the process. So here's what you get. You'll learn the truth about why he dumped you, and you'll be surprised because it's not what you think. You'll learn 5 secrets most women will never know about men. I'll teach you 10 deadly mistakes that most women make when trying to get their ex back, and you'll learn why almost everything men say about what they want in a woman should be completely ignored. I'll teach you the number one, mostly unknown secret to get your relationship back, and why most men only want what they can't have, and how you can use that to get your ex-boyfriend back. I'll teach you the proper way to go about getting him back in a step-by-step, easy-to-follow set of instructions. I'll teach you the exact psychological triggers to pull to get him crawling back, and it's easier than you think. You'll learn how to keep him hopelessly in love with you forever. Find out why the honeymoon stage doesn't have to end. I'll also teach you what to do if he's already with another woman, and how to make sure he shows you the same affection as when you first started dating from now on. You see, the Seduce Your Ex system is not a feel-good ebook on breakups. It is a brutally honest blueprint on getting your ex-boyfriend crawling back to you for good. It's not enough just to get him back. It's about getting him addicted and committed to you. Frankly, I get a little freaked out about just how well the Seduce Your Ex system works, and I worry that it might be used for less than honorable intentions. I mean, I want to help good people. I do not want to help psycho chicks steal away married men. Like a knife, these techniques and principles can be used for great good or grave harm. So this is not for stalkers, it's not for people with severe mental problems or other crazies, cuckoos, or whack jobs. But the clock is ticking. Statistics shows that the longer you wait, the harder it is to get your ex-boyfriend back. You have the opportunity to turn back time and get back the great relationship you once had. My system gives you a step-by-step set of instructions that apply advanced male psychology to your ex-boyfriend's weak spots and predictable actions. You owe it to yourself to take advantage of the knowledge that I'm giving you. And you never have to break up again, because I'm going to show you how you can get him back, and I'm going to show you how to keep him committed to you. Don't let him fall in love with another woman. Men want to fall in love. They want to create a deep emotional bond with one woman. You see, a man reserves his emotional affection for his mate, and you want that mate to be you, not another woman. You need to know that men always look for a rebound after a breakup. Always. They need to do that to boost their self-confidence and to help them get rid of any guilt or doubts they have about leaving you. So you know it's only a matter of time before your ex-boyfriend is madly in love with another woman. He'll fall in love and commit himself to somebody else, and it will probably happen sooner rather than later. The longer you wait, the more your window of opportunity closes. So you need to move fast, before he forms an emotional bond with someone else, before he falls in love again. And you need to act in the right way. You need to behave in a way that gets your ex-boyfriend to react the way you want him to. Just imagine what it will be like to have the relationship, the one you want, back. To have a shoulder to rest your head on and strong arms to hold you close. To feel taken care of, protected, supported. To be able to look into the future and know that he will be by your side. Well, the minute you download my step-by-step system, you will be able to start taking action. The Seduce Your Ex system is jam-packed with psychological tricks and techniques that you can use as soon as you read about them. I demystify men's psyches and lay out the plan for you in a step-by-step, easy-to-follow blueprint that anyone can follow. Not only that, but it gets right to the point. No fluff, no games. I personally hate 300-page books that have less than 50 pages of actual useful information, so I get right to the point. I give only meaty, practical, step-by-step information that can be put into action the minute you download it. There are a lot of so-called gurus these days dishing out free, one-size-fits-all information on how to get back with an ex. and their advice is not based on male psychology. It is mostly generic information aimed at both men and women. But men are wired differently than women, which is why this generic information is completely useless. I literally cringe when I see the free advice that they give out. They say, stay in touch with him, or tell him why you love him, or keep apologizing. This information has absolutely no basis in scientific fact, and it will hurt rather than help your chances of getting your boyfriend back. I've gained a lot of my clients because of these sites. These women come to me in despair after trying some of this free advice on the sites and failing miserably. Lately, I've seen this very same information being sold on the internet. I even went out and bought some of it just to see what what was in these products, and I was shocked to discover that they were either poorly copying my advice or blatantly rehashing free, harmful information that's already available online. Please, don't waste your money on useless information that at best will only push your ex-boyfriend further away from you and into another woman's arms, or at worst it will alienate him from you forever. Now this is a two-step process, and don't let anyone tell you differently. The first step is getting him back, but the next crucial step is making him love you like he once did. I teach you how to accomplish both easily. I am giving you proprietary, unique information that really works. I guarantee it, or I give you your money back. All of it. That's how confident I am in this system. Well, I look forward to talking to you in the future. I'd really like you to send me a letter and tell me about your experience. I'd really like to hear from you. Until then, take care. Bye.